has buried our yards, roads, and even the hippo habitat at the Greensboro Science Center.
That's right, the freezing temperatures still bring a concern of icing on roads, and from above as well. Take a look at this shot. Beware of ice like this hanging from your home as you walk out this morning.
As beautiful as it is, it can be quite dangerous. Welcome to our extended winter weather coverage here on WFMY Plus. I'm Lauren Coleman.
And I'm Hannah Hill. It is now noon on your Sunday, and today is far from a normal Sunday, right, Lauren? Church isn't in session. A lot of services have been canceled, as well as, state officials just saying stay off the roadway in general. That's where meteorologist Ed Matthews comes in. Ed, even your commute in today, I mean, there were times when you didn't know if you were getting here.
Well, as I pulled out of my driveway, they had plowed Market Street, which is great. The crews are doing a fantastic job cleaning the roads, but it kind of piled up to my waist there at my drive. And yeah, I got stuck for a few minutes, and I said, dear Lord, I got to go to work. And boom, I'm out on Market Street, and I got here safe and sound. Okay, that's my story for today. Let's talk about Winston-Salem and all of the Piedmont Triad. Plenty of sunshine around, and that's a good thing. We get the sun to shine down on the streets and highways, and those streets and highways absorb the heat, even though temperatures are below freezing. So black bodies absorb heat. White bodies reflect heat. There you go. 22, the current temperature at Smith Reynolds Airport. It feels like 8. There's still a bit of a breeze around. Most recently, a 29-mile-per-hour wind gust at Danville, 22 at Reidsville, 25 in Winston-Salem. Last hour, Winston-Salem had a 31-mile-per-hour wind gust, so quite breezy as we head through the afternoon. I think 25, maybe occasionally 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but those winds will finally relax tonight. Now, temperatures are doing pretty good after dipping into the single digits and lower teens this morning as the temperatures go up. Although the wind chills are still pretty low, earlier this morning, they were several degrees below zero. The lowest I saw out at PTI was a -4. Now, our low pressure is moving away. Goodbye. You brought us a nice snow. You've done your job. Today and tomorrow is going to be quite chilly, but we're going to kind of moderate temperatures a little bit as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. How about some readings into the 40s? Low pressure will track to the northeast, drag a cold front through here on Wednesday, but limited moisture. But if we do get any precipitation at all, the models are suggesting that it would be liquid for a change. We haven't had rain, liquid precipitation for a while, but it's looking like that on Wednesday, even though not much in the rain gauge. So this is the way it pans out for the rest of the day. Good bit of sunshine. We'll say upper 20s to around 30, and then clear. The winds diminish tonight, so radiational cooling will just let any warmth we receive today zip out into space for lows around 10 or 12. And then tomorrow, our weather impact alert will be allowed to expire midday. We'll be into the upper 30s tomorrow, but boy, look at Tuesday and Wednesday, low and mid 40s. We're looking at about a 30 to 40% chance of a few showers coming up on Wednesday. We'll cool back into the upper 30s by Thursday. It's going to take all week for this snow to go away, so you'll probably be sick of it by the end of the week.
In the last hour, we brought to you Governor Josh Stein address to the state about public safety concerns following the snowfall.
Officials say crews have responded to about 1,000 crashes statewide, including 2 deaths. His main message to everyone was stay home if you can. Take a listen.
Our key message today is to stay off the roads. That way you'll allow the road crews and law enforcement to focus on their essential tasks to keep us all safe. DOT has 2,500 people out working overtime to try to clear as much snow today as they can. But our fear is that with temperatures staying below freezing today and much of tomorrow, many roads will be bad in many places across the state for days to come. We have a lot of miles of road in North Carolina, so it's going to take some time. And we're asking for your patience as our teams work around the clock to clear the roads. In addition, black ice is going to remain a risk throughout the week because of below freezing nighttime temperatures. For your own safety and for the safety of the people clearing the roads, please stay at home if you possibly can.
A couple of school districts have already made the decision to cancel classes completely tomorrow, including Guilford, Randolph, and Stokes County schools. We know last week most districts went remote for the entirety of the week, while some canceled classes altogether.
The state only permits a certain number of remote learning days or days for each district throughout the school year, so some of these districts have to make a decision wisely, but we know it will all depend on the road conditions in the morning.
Yes, for sure, and who knows how long they'll be out, right, Lauren? Let's take a quick look at the current power outage across the state. Surrey-Yadkin Electric reported a couple of dozen outages through those counties this morning. Here in the Triad, though, it's looking pretty much clear. Duke Energy asks you to cut back on your energy usage tomorrow from 4 to 10 to help protect the power grid and keep the power on throughout the day. Governor Josh Stein also said it was a big concern that he was worried about for tomorrow in western North Carolina, so turn off all the lights you're not using.
Here in Greensboro, the city has crews working around the clock to clear those roads for you. The city shared in the last 12 hours that crews have been replowing Priority 1 roads since yesterday morning. They'll continue to plow and treat those roads today and get to Priority 2 sometime this evening. They say Priority 3 will follow the completion of Priority 2. It is now 12:06. Another check-in with our teams across the Triad. Our Giselle Thomas has been live all morning in Greensboro, while our Christina Dillon is still out in Burlington. Giselle, let's start with you. Where have you found yourself now?
Yes, we're here off of Spry Street. That's not too far from Summit Avenue, but the main reason why we're here is to show you guys. We know we just told you that Guilford County Schools has chosen to close school tomorrow due to these road conditions. This is exactly why. We're right out here out of Rankin Elementary. First, I want to show you just how much snow is accumulated here in the area. Our snow on 2-stick is showing that there is about, at least over here, about 3.5 inches of snow. But what I really wanted to show you was we were in this area the other day and we noticed that there was a lot of ice. That was with that first storm that we had. Now, you guys, look what happened. The snow is on top of this block of ice. That's the perfect example, as we know that this is not a safe area. You see that rock solid snow, rock solid ice, and then we have the snow that accumulated right on top of it. Now take a look into the parking lot area of the school here. You can see that it's completely covered. It's a blanket. It is untouched here. This is a similar view that we are seeing all across Guilford County, and then also coming here to the main road. Now, we had a plow that came by not too long ago, and that perfect example of showing this is right here in the middle of a neighborhood. Imagine buses coming through here, parents having to come through here. That is exactly why it's a tricky for them to be able to have school and also allow students to come and staff just for safety reasons. Now take a look at your screen. You're going to see some of these numbers here. Now GCS says that it is working to make sure that people are aware, and to do so, look at the numbers on your screen to dial that 1-855-502-7867. That is if you want to opt in for phone calls from the district. Also, if you text START to 60680, that's for non-emergency texts. Another number to keep in mind, text START to 54968. That is what you can text to get those emergency texts. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys real quick is we've been seeing a lot of these icicles on people's homes. Look at this, you guys. This is huge. I wonder if I can quickly measure this in this short second that we have, just so you can see the length of this. This is about 13.5 inches. This can be extremely dangerous. This is a piece of ice, and we saw this hanging off of a mailbox. We've seen this hanging on homes. Please be careful when you're outside. You never know what could happen, as we know the sun is up and things are melting. Live in Greensboro, Giselle Thomas, WFMY News 2.
Thanks, Giselle. You definitely want to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. That does look pretty dangerous.
Yes, for sure. Let's go ahead and turn to WFMY News 2's Christina Dillon. She's been on the roads for us since 5 a.m. this morning. Christina, of course, the sun is up now and your temperature has doubled. What is it feeling like as far as temperature-wise and warmth goes?
Sure, Hannah, it's warming up here. The sun is shining down and it is feeling a lot warmer despite it still being about 15 degrees. So it is still chilly. Now, I want to talk to you guys about the road conditions. Like I said before, the highways are starting to get better. The NCDOT has gotten to those highways and they have about 2 lanes clear right now. I'm going to show you guys some video if we have it. That is the residential roads earlier. So those are still a little bit dangerous. Not all of them have been plowed. As you can see, half plowed, some are fully plowed, some are not plowed at all. So that's where you're gonna have those trouble spots and you're gonna wanna be extremely careful, especially if you're trying to get out of your neighborhood and there's still those pillows of snow that could make your tires stuck or make them slip and slide a little bit. On the highways, of course, you still wanna take your time as well. But I've been talking about road conditions all day. I wanna ensure everybody's being careful, but if you can get outside today, that's going to be extremely important. It is a beautiful day. It is soft, fluffy snow, and like rookies, Manning and I didn't bring a sled, but luckily I've got some friends here that lent me theirs for the day. So I'm going to sled down, give you guys an idea. If you are responsible and careful and you are taking your time driving and being very careful, you could absolutely get out on the hills and hit the sled. Just make sure you're bundled up. Like we said, it is very cold. So let's give this a go. Hope for the best. Thank you, my friend. And I'll see you guys down here. Live in Burlington, Christina Dillon, WFMY News 2.
She deserves to have some fun.
Absolutely. Our crews have been working hard. Well done, Christina.
And thank you to all of our friends in Burlington who let us borrow sleds when we need them. Weather conditions are causing a headache in the Outer Banks. As you know, this winter system was a coastal system, and it's causing quite a headache on Highway 12 on Ocracoke Island. As you can see, it is closed because of the weather, bringing potential ocean overwash onto the roadway. On the other side of the state, snow is still coming down. This is a live look over a street in downtown Boone. Certainly, you know, they're used to these conditions, unlike us a little bit.
Much of the rest of the state also under a blanket of snow. You probably don't think of Greenville as a snowy city, but here it looks more like New England than North Carolina.
It sure does. Looks like these kids in Huntersville are enjoying their weekend, sledding down a pretty massive hill. I think Christina would like to go down with them, don't you, Lauren?
Yeah, I want to get out there, put my snowsuit on and have some fun. Well, meanwhile, Mooresville is almost completely unrecognizable under this thick layer of snow, and the snow impacts continue. NASCAR postponed the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem. The race, originally scheduled for later today, has been pushed to Monday. We spoke with the class project manager about what it will take for the race to go on.
Our biggest obstacle right now is we need to get the snow to stop and we need to get the wind to die down. After that, I'm very confident in our team and our equipment that we can get this place race ready, and we can put on a good show for fans on Monday.
Cup Series practice and qualifying begin at 11 Monday morning with the last chance qualifier at 4:30, followed by the Clash at 6 p.m. Parking opens at 9 a.m. Monday with the gates open at 10.
All righty, let's get a look at that 7-day forecast that does not have a mention of snow in it. As a matter of fact, dry over the next several days with a little moderation in temperatures. Upper 20s to near 30 today, down to 12 tonight, upper 30s tomorrow. And boy, Tuesday and Wednesday going to feel real good. Temperatures into the low and mid 40s. A cold front will move through on Wednesday. Limited moisture, but we could see a few rain showers. We've been keeping an eye on that, and the models